exploitative labor and how it actually is not worth it for employers. I'm gonna break it down because I think it ends up biting all the people that hire these people in the ass, and I'm gonna explain exactly how and how they could do it differently, and how it would end up like making them grow larger than if they weren't exploiting people, if they actually genuinely cared about the people they hired. And an easy way to know if they genuinely care is just the way that the system's paid out. Like if you get injured, you know, you're not making even the exact same amount of money while you're injured that you did when you were working there. And if you're working somewhere and you can't pay, and if you're working somewhere and you cannot afford to live, you know, that's exploitative in itself. Because I mean, you're giving, someone's coming there, they're giving their life force vitality to the organization, their blood, their sweat, their life force vitality, but they're not able to get anything done. So anyway, so like you go to a job, you tell them that you need a day off, but they're like, no, you can't take a day off, but you're just starting a new job, right? But like people need time to adapt to new jobs, especially physical labor jobs. And most of the time people start to get that first strain that just ends up building on itself within the first couple of weeks, because it takes a couple of weeks for your body to adapt to a job. But, you know, people just keep going, you know, because they can't afford not to have the job, right? Absolute facts. So then they end up getting injured, and then the company ends up having to pay them workers' comp. So they're not teaching people how to take care of their body on an athletic level, on how to recover from their athletic job. They're not running their workers through Tai Chi, Qigong, Pranayama. They're not providing them with an app for their workers not to get injured. So there's a huge amount of money to be made here in this gap, in where a company goes around and they sell a service that gets people who are in manual labor jobs to be able to take care of their body so that they can adapt to manual labor jobs. Because when someone's hurting their body, they don't want to work. But when someone's becoming stronger at a manual labor job, they want to come back to work because they're feeling stronger. It's that fucking simple. Like, people need to fucking care.